let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it would kill me, but
Hello. Welcome to Let It Out. I am your host, Tobocious Rochester. Today's topic is domestic violence, part 2. And I want you to share this tonight because it's going to be really hot, okay? Have a special guest, Raphael Jones. Yes. Okay. And we are on Plug Studio Network. Okay. And if you have any indie music, please submit the music too. Make sure this video is also, okay? Video. All right. You're going to submit it to submissions@plugstudionetwork.com. Okay. Also, all right, we're going to go to, if you need to call in, you want to, come into the conversation, do so with 302-312-1266. Okay? All right. Welcome. Okay. We're going to get down to this conversation. Woo! Are you ready? Okay. Raphael Jones.
Yes.
Welcome to Let It Out.
Yes, thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here with me this evening.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay, and also we have a caller who's going to be calling in, Crystal Joy Murray. Ooh, hello. Beautiful author. Amazing producer. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. So she's going to be calling in a little while. So be ready for it. Oh my gosh. So today, Raphael is going to give us some things to talk about and to listen to. Ooh, are you ready for it? Yes.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
A man's point of view.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
Well, old man. No, I'm been into the entertainment field for a good minute. I'm here. Are we doing this?
Not already. It's not too soon. Hello. Let it out. May I help you?
Oh,
Okay. Well, welcome. I'm Tobocious. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, all right. So, Tobocious like to be all up in your business. Okay, well, tell me about yourself and what's going on in your life and, your achievements and things like that.
Okay. So, I'm Dollface. I'm actually Smack's sister.
Okay.
And I'm from Maryland, but I'm in Texas now.
Okay.
And I was watching her show last night, and she was talking about that you were talking about, people that's been abused. And I was abused.
Okay.
When my first lesbian relationship, I was abused.
Okay.
3.5 of the 4 years.
Okay.
My friends used to call us Ike and Tina, and I
Oh,
never really
Lord.
understood why
Woo,
until I watched
Jesus.
the movie What Love Got to Do with It, and everything that Ike did to Tina in that movie, and then some was done to me. And it made me cry. At that time I was 612 pounds, and I had low self-esteem, and she made me feel like that she was the only one that was gonna want me,
Right.
and that nobody else would want me. To the fact that I used to walk around looking at the ground.
Right.
My friends were afraid to speak to me. because they didn't want, any retaliation on her part to me, because everybody was trying to talk to me. Anybody that spoke to me, they was trying to talk to me. Well, I was trying to talk to them. If I was gone too long to the store, 5 minutes, I was trying to talk to somebody. I used to work in group homes. She used to show up at my job and want to walk through the house and thinking that, somebody was in there. She drove me 6 blocks, saw my car until I couldn't hold on anymore. She busted my lip in 8 different places. I have a scar on my eyebrow right now where I carry 10 stitches. She fractured my face, one half of my face, where I had to go see a plastic surgeon. He said if I wasn't heavy,
right,
then he would have had to go into my face.
Lord.
I have head and scalp contusions to this date from that. I have a blood clot in my head right now from that.
Oh my God.
And, I was the one that sat in front of Jerry Springer and said, "Oh, leave! Don't you need to leave?"
Yes, yes.
And until you get into it, it's really easy to say leave.
Right,
It took me 3.5 years to leave. Her manipulation was in our conversation. As long as I didn't talk to her, I was good. But as soon as I talked to her, she would work her way back in. And that last fight that we had was just like Ike and Tina. And my kids saw my face after that.
And that's horrifying. Yeah.
She begged me, please don't go back. She's gonna kill you.
Yes.
And I didn't go back. I did not go back. It took a while, but I didn't go back. And she actually apologized to me when my mother was getting ready to pass.
Okay.
She apologized to my mother. She came to her deathbed and apologized for putting her hands on me. And she asked me why didn't I leave. And I said because I loved you, and I just thought that I could do what did I need to do to make it better.
Yes.
Come to find out, she was diagnosed schizophrenic.
Okay.
She's on medicine now, but a lot of people, some knew, a lot didn't.
Okay.
Because I wasn't one to go around for a pity party.
Yes.
I tried to hide the black eyes with makeup and glasses, and I just kind of stayed in the house,
Yes.
But.
Oh my God! So how did you handle? How did you get help? I mean, like, did you see a doctor, to talk to, a therapist to talk to, and you got me, oh my God, you gave me chills. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Wow. Your conversation is so deep today.
Yeah, I mean, it was rough, she barricaded me in her parents' house. She used to hide my keys. She stopped the car in the middle of the highway. Like, it was a lot of dangerous stuff that could have killed me, and I just.
Are you guys?
When my parents died, when my mother died, I went to a counselor because I kept it in for a long time.
Okay.
And
wow.
I went to a counselor, and I started watching what love got to do with it, over and over again, just kind of watching it, and I just was like, I couldn't believe that I didn't love me, because self-esteem is esteem of thyself. It comes from within.
Exactly.
I lost 400 pounds.
Ooh,
after
Lord.
I left her, and I was diagnosed with Graves, so I lost that weight, and then, I fluctuate, but, people ask me today, how can you talk to her? I forgave her.
Right.
Because forgiveness is for me. It's not for the other person. It's so that I can get past it and go on with my life.
Right.
And not let that hold me back or charge someone else up for what she did.
Moving forward.
But I had never experienced it to that degree. I mean, it was to the point that people would come to our house. They wouldn't go out with us. I mean, she could be out all night. I could be home asleep, haven't been anywhere. She'd come in and just start pounding on my head. But no
Stop
reason,
it.
Because you've been out doing.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I never understand it. And I asked her one day, I said, why? Like, why did you do that to me?
Right.
And
her
she just was
response?
like, I don't know.
Wow.
You
I don't
she
know.
said, I don't know. She said, I can't.
I don't know. Do y'all hear this?
Yep.
Do you hear this conversation? Hello, hello, Crystal. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Tina. Plug. Woo. This is the same thing as sex relationships. Yes, it is. Yes, it
Yeah.
is. My God. My
It
God.
was hard. It was really hard, and
I
it
believe it.
took for my kids to see because that last fight that we had, um, I I fought back. It was the night that I fought back,
Right. Yeah.
because she spit
Strong
on me,
woman.
and
Strong.
I fought back.
Yes.
And we were fighting, and I just, she tried to pull my jacket over my head, and I don't know what got into me, but I was hitting, swinging and hitting, and I know I kicked at her knee, and she slid down. When she slid down, I knew that I had to get in my car. I ran to my car, I got in the car, I rolled all the windows up, I locked all the doors, and I just told her to go, because
Right.
we was at our house, because we
Right.
lived together,
Okay. Okay.
and I made her leave.
Mhm.
And when I was sure that she was gone, I went in the house to lock the house up.
Okay.
And when I saw my face, all I could do was cry.
Yes.
Because
I bet.
my
I
eyes were
bet. My
closed
God.
shut. I had gashes in my face. And
Mm.
I went to a friend's house till daybreak because I was scared to go to my mother's because I didn't want them to see my kids were there. I didn't want them to see that. And then I finally had to go. I went to my mom's house about 7 o'clock that morning.
Okay.
And they was asleep. I put the hoodie on my head. You put the hoodie on and kind of pull it down so you can't really see your face.
Right.
And my sister just opened the door and she walked away, so she didn't really see me.
Mm.
So when I went in, I closed the door and I got on the chair, and I covered my face up. And I guess they woke up before me, and she pulled the cover down. And when she pulled the cover down and pulled the hood back, I heard her say, "Dad, come look at her face. Come look at her face," And I was like, "Oh my God."
That's oh my
Because
God, that's deep. That's deep.
and my
Oh,
dad
yes.
just was like, "Come here."
Right.
And that's all he just said, "Come here." And
Ah.
that was a long walk, that a long way.
Right. 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 Oh my God.
And my mother just cried, and I didn't want to see my mother cry.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
she was just like sit beside me. She was like, "I didn't raise you to deal with it."
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And
But
I just don't go back. So,
oh my God. I appreciate you calling in tonight. Woo! We have a lot of people going to be calling in this evening, and we're going to try to fit everybody in. And I thank you so much. I'm going to continue to pray for you for healing. If nobody told you, I'm going to say this to you. You are a phenomenal woman. You are a strong woman. Okay? And
Thank you.
and continue to listen in, okay? Continue to listen
Yes,
in.
ma'am.
And I thank you, okay?
All right, thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome, hon. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. Woo!
That was deep. That was deep.
Did you hear that? I got chills, you guys. Did you guys hear that? This
So it's not
trauma.
like just man and
Yes,
woman,
it's woman and woman. Did you hear that? Huh. No different, right? It don't matter. Man and woman. Man, woman and woman. It's a relationship. Abuse is abuse. It don't matter what frame, right, is coming in. So we're going to get back to Raphael.
Wow.
You know Toboshis want to be all up in your business. So let me know what brought you here and where you're from and all those good things.
I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
Now residing in Delaware, which is a great move.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
But not to put down my man.
Okay.
Baltimore, that's fine. We still love them. We still love them Ravens. We do our thing.
Oh.
But
Hello, Wendy.
But it's like since I've been listening to your show and I've been understanding that it's really important
Right.
for a lot of people to understand
Right. Yeah.
that they aren't alone.
Right.
That they have other people out there that went probably do similar or somewhat the same thing that they went through, that they need to be able to open up,
Right,
be
right,
able to
right,
talk
right.
about it, and
Yes.
hopefully get through
Right,
the
right,
situation that they're in,
right, right.
and hopefully it'll harden their hearts, make their things a little
Yeah,
strong.
exactly. My daughter stated it comes in all shapes and forms. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hello, Deidre. Yes, domestic violence is not just between spouses.
It's not.
It's not. It's not. Right?
I've known of,
She said she went through
yeah,
a domestic violence situation
yeah.
with her child. My
Yeah.
God. My
Yeah,
God.
I've known children to lash out too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they do. They
I've
do.
seen them like react towards their parents where they don't know how to.
Yeah.
You have a lot of parents who want to try that approach. of
Yes.
being that good
With
that
the
friend.
friends
or-
or yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
then the kids
Like,
just
come
go
on.
completely
Yes.
off the ranch. And
Yes.
just start retaliating
Ooh,
back.
yes.
I've seen that. I've seen
Yeah,
that happen,
yeah.
and it's I've used to do mind to manhood, where I
Okay.
used to mentor young men
That's awesome.
into doing becoming better men as they
Mhm.
get older.
Mhm.
I don't know how the kids turned out, but it was a situation where a young lady got mad at a friend of mine.
Speaking to the mic, baby. They can't hear you. Bring the mic down.
I'm so sorry. There was a young lady who got upset with my partner and I.
Okay.
We was doing some mentoring to some kids, and we saw little kids run down the street shooting the guns at each other. Of course, we have to stop our
Right.
kids from that
Good
mentality
mentality,
and everything.
yes.
So we took the guns away from them and everything,
Mm,
and all of a sudden the mom came down. She was mad. Why y'all take my kids' toys? This and that. We said we took that toy from him now, so he don't have a real one in his hand later.
Right.
So we don't know exactly how that turned out, because after a while,
Right.
she never wanted him through our sessions anymore.
Wow.
So it got to the point that from that, I've seen children recognize that their parent would come running at their will. Then later
Yes.
on, they turn on the parent when the parent
It's
don't
true.
do for
And that's
them.
true.
And that's where
true.
that violence come in as with a child.
Yes. Yes.
But I've seen it. I've seen it happen, and it's not pretty.
Right.
None of it is pretty. All of it is
Bring-
like really, really
Bring your
strong.
mic in a little bit more to you. Yeah, to you. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So they can hear you. Okay. All right. Well, tell us a little bit more about what brought you here.
Well, I've been abused. I've been through violence, domestic violence, and all, but it wasn't as physical as it was more mental.
Okay.
I've been through a lot of mental violence. I mean, mental. It was like nothing that I did was good. Everything was so wrong. It was always told to me this thing, the other, all
Right.
this thing. That it weighs on you.
It does.
It does weigh on you, and then after a while, you have to find a way to get it away, to lash it out, to
Right.
do something.
Some-
Then after a while, your mind goes different avenues, different ways. And in some cases, now in my case, thank God at this point,
Yes.
that in some cases it does trigger like suicide and stuff like that. It triggers
Okay,
thoughts
okay.
like that.
So I feel you
So,
on that. I
yeah.
feel you on that, and you hear these things, and you try to just find a solution, to heal some shape or
I'm
form.
sitting there seeing here,
Yes.
she said she felt like she was fighting for her life. Yeah.
Yes.
It is strong. It can be strong. It can be so strong. I mean, I have a friend that he used to just haul off and just hit his girl, just
Out
out
of
of
the
nowhere,
blue.
to the point that I had to
Step in.
try to stop them from whatever. But the problem was, he had her so tight that no matter how many times he put hands to her or whatever, she always came back. Even when everybody got her away, she always went back.
Why is that? I never understood that. They beat the heck out of you.
And so I had
You
to
go back.
disenfranchise myself away from this guy who I used to call my friend. I had to
Right.
back away from him because I can't live my life like that.
Yeah.
I have 5 girls and 1 son. I'm sitting there telling all my girls, yeah, okay. let it happen.
Let it happen. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
So I'm sitting there like,
Wow.
you're not going to be able to just. You can't just sit there and be
Right.
okay with what you're doing. Somewhere down in your heart, you got to feel
Right.
that. Nah, this is not.
Uh-oh. We have a caller. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Welcome to Let It Out.
Hi, this is Deidre.
Hi, Deidre. This is Tobocious.
I
Well,
can barely hear you.
can you hear me now?
I hear you better. A little
Okay.
bit better, yes. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Welcome to Let It Out, and thank you for calling in. Tell me about, your story, because Tobocious wants to be all up in your business.
No, let me just tell you real quick.
Okay.
Because, I don't be like in platforms like this. But
Right.
this is a serious issue.
Yeah, it is. It is.
People need to know that things like this do happen.
Yes.
Okay?
Every day. Every day.
What I'm going to say is spoiled kids, number
Yes,
one, are
yes.
the worst kids.
Ooh, you never lied.
They are the worst.
You didn't lie.
And all I can say is I'm 53 years old.
Okay.
I gave my life for my kids.
Mhm.
My son, my daughter,
Mhm.
I will run through fire for them.
Right.
I found myself about 2 weeks ago
Mhm.
in the house fighting my child. She was fighting me like I was a stranger on the street.
Lord.
And between you shop, you raise this kid, you want
Yes.
to go back to what your mama taught you, but
Yes.
you're looking at this child like this is your child.
Hold
You
on.
understand?
Yes. Oh my God.
It's bad. It's bad, and I mean, I don't know what's going through my daughter's head. I don't know what type of influences
Yes.
are around her, what she's
Yes.
involved with. I see the type of people she's around now,
Right.
which to me,
Mhm.
they appear as if they was raised in a damn barn, but
Lord.
whatever.
Oh
I
God.
don't know that this situation could ever be repaired with me and my daughter.
Oh Lord.
Because my daughter crossed the line that
Yes.
I'm 53 years old and I won't even smoke a cigarette in front of my mother.
Wow.
Yeah, that's total. You're over. You're going overbound right there.
Yeah.
You're taking it too far. Yes, honey. My God.
I just wanted to say that when people hear domestic violence, they
Yes.
think to themselves that it's just between a man and a woman.
It's
a
not.
husband and wife, a
It's
boyfriend
not.
and girlfriend.
It's everything. Everybody.
Domestic violence is a big circle.
It is.
Mother, father, brother, sister,
Yes.
husband, wife.
That's right.
It's out there and it happens.
Yes, it does.
happens, and you never think that it's going to happen to you
Yes.
until it does.
Yep. I hear a lot of things like this week here. This whole week, my phone's been ringing off the hook, okay? About abuse. Somebody's going through something every second, every minute, every hour of the day.
Yeah.
And it's out of hand,
I just want to,
Oh, my
I don't
God.
know who listens to your show or whatever, but I want to let people know also that being a victim of domestic violence, there is not many places for you to go
It's not.
to assist you. You understand when you go through something like that? Because immediately
Yeah.
I call
Exactly.
the domestic violence hotline because I'm disabled.
Okay.
And the domestic violence hotline would not help me. And people need to know that.
See, and that's
The violence hotline would not help me because it wasn't a husband and wife situation or a boyfriend girlfriend situation.
that's
It was
that's
a
sick.
situation between my daughter and myself.
Wow.
That's it.
That's all. Wow.
Domestic violence. You're supposed to answer them phones and help whoever calls, whatever the situation is at hand. There shouldn't be no kind of, Oh my
Well,
God.
I just wanted to let you know that there's places people can go.
Yes.
But as far as the domestic violence hotline
Yes.
that is set up,
Yes.
they're set up for like a spouse on spouse
Yes.
situation.
Right. Right.
They are not set up if your kid jump on you, if a brother jump on a sister jump on a brother and damn near kill him. They will tell you immediately that their funding is for spouses and their assistance is for spouses. And if they help somebody who, like, say, like in my situation,
right,
my child jumped on me,
yes,
they would lose their funding. That's what I was told when I called them. But I called them because I was just hysterical. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I was
yes.
just like so shocked that my kid jumped on me. I'm like, what the hell? You know?
You can't help me? Like, you
But-
can you give me some information? Who can I call? You know what I mean?
Right,
My God.
right.
My God.
Right, but they are not set up for that. But people need to know, like I told the lady when I spoke to them on the phone, I made it clear to them, they need to change their name to
Right.
spousal abuse instead of domestic violence. Because domestic violence means
Yes.
domestic. It can come from anywhere within a family.
Right. Right. My God.
It's not just spouse.
My God.
So, you know, your
Yes.
viewers need to know that as well. And,
Yes.
you know, my story is my story.
Exactly.
I'm a blogger. I wrote
Okay.
about my story in a
Oh,
blog.
yeah. Okay.
So,
Amazing.
I don't know. I just seen your topic tonight, and I'm like, whatever. It's crazy. Because it
is.
happens every day, and
Yes.
people do not believe that
They
it
don't.
happens.
They don't. They don't. Yes. Well, thank you, Deidre. My God, you've touched.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yes,
you very
yes,
much
yes.
for taking my call. And y'all have a
Sure.
wonderful
And
evening.
you
I'm
do
gonna
the
continue
same.
listening and let some other people call in.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Have
Thank
a
you.
good evening. Okay.
You too.
All right. Oh my
Wow.
God. What the hell? Okay. You guys
Yeah.
don't never hear me cuss, do you?
It's,
Like, where'd she get that from? Okay. Tina
That's-
said, I wish one of mine would even try it. Jump.
yeah, yeah.
Jump, Judy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does happen.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of times these kids are nowadays. They,
Yeah. And
Not
Peach
taking
Plug stated
Yeah.
her daughter jumped at her a week ago.
Right. Right.
Oh my God. Time to put some gloves on me. Like, come on, let's
See,
do this.
And a lot of things.
Let's do this right now.
I'm gonna age myself for a second. It's like when you came up in the 70s.
Woo.
Let you try that then.
Yeah, your head
But-
will be knocked off somewhere over there.
That'd be the other side of the abuse.
Yes. Oh my God. They'll be
You're not
calling for
doing that
something
one.
else, right? Oh my
right.
God.
These kids. No,
Oh my gosh.
It's getting crazy.
Okay, you guys. We are getting ready to take a little break here.
Mm.
Woo! These topics are amazing.
Yeah.
You got to keep tuning in. I'm telling you, they're getting better and better and better. And I'm going to keep giving it to you to make you keep coming back, okay? We're going to go to the video of ours called Let Me Live by Big Gov.
All right.
Hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in a minute.
I ain't go through hell and I had no heaven. Y'all tripping.
I've been through it all, yeah. Highs, lows, selling back. You can bet I stay solid through it all, yeah. And I'm still here. I got the right for me to feel like I'm the one, yeah. Look at where we from, yeah. You can let me
They
live.
said I wouldn't be alive to see 25. Newsflash, I'm alive and watching my money rise. Gang full of funny guys. I ain't in the laughing mood. Handyman, I pack a tool. Show you what this ratchet do. I just wanna chill and get topped off. Buy a bad and bougie, brought a Gucci, ain't a knockoff. Is that too much to ask for? Nigga, what you mad for? You the one that wanna see a limit on my cash flow. Same nigga smiling in my face like congrats, bro, but throwing hella shade as soon as I turn my back, though. It's hard to remain humble when you have 1,000,001 niggas aiming at you. How can you not become an asshole? Looking at my past, yo, I ain't never ever going back, bro. Put that on everything I love, and on that note, I had to separate the real from the fake, the love from the hate, my dogs from the
I've been
snakes.
through
Yeah.
it all, yeah. Highs, lows, hell and back. You can bet I stay solid through it all, yeah. And I'm still here. I got the right for me to feel like I'm the one, yeah. Look at where we from, yeah. Nigga, let me live. Let me live, 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 let me live. Let me live, 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 let me live.
They said I'd probably go to prison, do a life sentence. Newsflash, I'm out here chilling, plotting on millions, follow my vision. Now they calling like, what's up with you, Gov? I see you got a little buzz, I'm trying to fuck with you. What time you hanging out? I'm trying to live it up with you. It's all love till you tell them spin a buck with you. That's when the true colors show. They start throwing subliminal shots and wonder why I walk around with trust issues. I used to have a clique of 50 niggas. 50 niggas eventually dwindled down to 10. And we in the trenches, getting to the chick is strictly business. Balling on niggas senseless, similar to the 04 Pistons. It's a fact when you do something great. Niggas' hearts pump jealousy, eyes show envy. You spot it from a mile away. That's when you separate the real from the fake, the love from the hate, your dogs from the
I've been
snakes,
through it
nigga.
all, yeah. Highs, lows, hell and back. You can bet I stay solid through it all, yeah. And I'm still here. I got the right for me to feel like I'm the one, yeah. Look at where we from, yeah. Nigga, let me live. Let me live, 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 let me live. Let me live, 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 me
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let It Out. Hello, everyone. We're here with my special guest, Raphael Jones. And if you guys missed the topic, it is domestic violence part 2. And if you missed it, oh my God, well, you need to watch the video from the beginning. It's going to set you, whew, my God. Okay. We're going to go to Raphael and let him tell his story.
Okay. There were many times where I had to deal with domestic violence, and I never had to deal with it personally at one point. And I always ask the question, like, why don't you just leave him alone? Why don't you just go? Why don't you just, whatever, if you have to, fight back and get out.
Right.
Whatever you got to do. I mean, I always thought I had answers.
Right.
Until one day I had a situation where an ex kind of destroyed my home.
Get out.
Cut me across the arm with a knife, and she just pretty much flattened my tires on my car. It was just real crazy, just because we was calling it quits.
She crazy.
So she just went completely off. So police came, everybody came through, and they asked me. They said, "Are you all right?" I said, "Well, I'm good." They said, "Do you want me to press charges on her and lock her up?" I said, "She's usually a good girl. Let her go home."
Okay.
The cop looked at me like,
Really?
"Are you?"
Serious?
He said,
You was gonna let her?
"He's like, you're bleeding. Like, what are you?" I'm like, "I'm okay." And I said, she's usually a good girl. Let her go on home.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, I got a call, and it was from a place called the House of Ruth. Called and asked me, did I need a shelter to stay in while she was? I'm like, hold up. Was that considered abuse?
Right, yeah.
Like I said, I never dealt with it until that point.
Right.
Like, wow, hold on, I was abused, huh? And I said, they said, well, that's why how the cops looked at you because he was like,
Yeah, like,
"Are you all
all
right?
right,
Why
yeah.
do she have that much on you that you scared to do anything towards
Right.
her?" I was like, "No,
Right.
that was pretty much just my attitude.
Exactly.
Just let her go home."
Right.
But when I got to what happened was I had to call
Mm-hmm.
the house group and talk to the counselors. And they was like, "Well, usually when men do that, this is why." They'll say, "Well, if you decided to let her go,
Right.
is it because you were scared?"
Right.
So they said that's what woke me up. That like, yeah, there are a lot of men going through domestic violence,
Exactly.
and I did not realize that until that moment. And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I'm like, "No, I believe I'm fine."
Right.
I said, "But I'll try to see what else needs to happen." I mean, afterwards, but and then after a while, I started breaking down, and I started feeling like
Of course, like this
something
this
was
happened
wrong.
to me.
Something
I can't
was
believe
right,
that
and
you
then I
took
was like,
me
I had to move
somewhere I
like
didn't
out of my
want.
house so that you don't be
God.
following me, kind of thing.
Oh my
So I was like, I'm really going through this. So I had to get myself away, get out, try to get focused, try to get myself back together. I'm like, that I'm all right. I'm a good man. I'm good, and everything's going to be
Right,
fine. But I'm
right.
sitting there still looking at myself like, but hold up.
You just-
I'm like,
Yeah.
what should I have done different?
Right.
I'm
Did
like,
you feel
just-
like you wanted to, like, retaliate somehow, or?
Always wanted to. But the thing in my mind was, I think I handled it right by not putting my hands on a female.
Right.
So a lot of people don't they don't know that you don't have to.
Right.
You can always walk away.
Yes, you can.
You don't
You have a
always have to
choice.
you do not have to put your hands on nobody.
Exactly.
If you have to do something, I mean, I've seen things where a friend of mine almost got locked up. And I say almost because we all vouched that he was home.
Right.
That the young lady said he came over to the house, beat her, this and the other, just to get him locked up. And the police actually believed him.
Oh my God.
They believed him. And we had to let him know, no, he was with us the whole time. What are you talking about, kind of thing? And everything went clear.
Uh-oh, you guys. Here we go. Woo. Hello, welcome to Let It Out. Who am I speaking with?
Gloria Brothers, how are you?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted to, speak on an experience that I've been through.
Okay.
Is this a good time?
You can go ahead. Just make it brief for me because we're gonna finish with Raphael. But go ahead and do your thing, okay?
Okay, yeah. So just basically, just wanted to speak about the domestic violence. I
Okay.
was actually in a domestic violence situation
Okay.
back in 89.
Okay.
Back in 89,
Okay.
15-year relationship.
Ooh.
15-year relationship.
Wow.
Beat me so bad until he took a center block and hit me in the side of my
Fix it.
Whoa.
wide open.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Stomped me, lost body parts, and it's real, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I was in love, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't willing to let go. Turned around and married the nigga.
Oh my God. You're gonna get a beating.
Wow.
You're gonna get a beating. My gosh.
Wow.
Crazy.
Oh my
So it wasn't until, I ran into my husband, and we were friends, and he told me, he said, you don't have to go through that, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And he built my confidence up, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really built my confidence
That's
up.
amazing.
And bottom line, he got me out of the relationship,
That's
and I wanted to
wonderful.
marry him, but, that thing is real. And,
Yeah.
It
we
is.
always holler we love that person, you know what I'm
And
saying?
it's hard. That word,
That word is,
I love
is
you.
deadly.
I say this all the time. I hear it a lot. I love you, I love you, I love you. When I was in my
Turned around and
relationship,
married him, stayed married a year.
yeah, when you know, when you hear that word and they tell you they love you, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, you marry that person, you're not gonna think that this is gonna happen, but it did. You
Just,
know, oh my God. So how
just
you?
like Tina said, that L word is something.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
that your best bet is to get out. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God. I
So I thank you guys for allowing me to share that.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you
If
so
you're in
much.
if you're in that type of relationship, it's best to let it go because trust me, there's some people out here that will treat you like you need to be treated.
Exactly, and I'm one who can say that today. I'm smiling every day, still to this day. And I thank you for calling in so much.
No, not a problem.
All right,
Wow.
have a good evening.
All right. Bye-bye.
That was
Oh
something.
my God,
That's something.
really?
This-
Woo!
It's one of those things that you like. You wouldn't believe stuff like that happens until someone actually just come out
does.
and just say it.
And it does.
And it's amazing how some of them just pull through.
Keep your hands
Yeah.
to yourself,
Right.
your mouth to yourself, the verbal abuse.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Even kids, they come at their parents and stuff like that, talking back, trying to be grown.
Mm.
Back in the day, your teeth would be down your throat.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I got caught up. I got caught up just for saying the word shoot. That sounds too close. They got at me. So yeah, it happened. That's amazing. It's like my situation is more like where I've been so verbally abused to the point where I kept myself like in the shadows after a while.
Right.
But I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
So I was like, how can I be down and then keep going out doing shows and thinking, all right, so what am I going to do? So I sat there, went through everything, hearing them, you not this, you not that, you're horrible this, you know, I'm a big dude, so you fat something, whatever. And it just kept hitting and kept hitting and kept hitting. And I realized, I'm like, hold up. I've done a lot of things with my life, but I never seen myself as letting myself stay down. But I ended up finding out that I was doing that. I actually started shying away from people, staying closed in, staying quiet. There's times I'm just sitting in a room alone, just quiet, just so I can have a time to not hear nothing bad.
And that can happen.
Right.
You know,
right.
to where you don't want to be bothering anybody.
Right.
You know, in your mind, and when you're by yourself, your mind travels.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. You know.
So that's why I keep myself focused, keep myself going, and it's like I would go do a show somewhere, to pick up something to go do something, and I will feel better as I continue staying with my arts. But there's a lot of people that don't have that same outlet, and it's like it's hard to get them to figure out something that they will want to do versus something that they're afraid of doing because of the situation that they were in. There's times where blessings get blocked completely because they don't even know to leave that area.
Situation.
Just walk away, and it's
move.
and it's
word
hard.
is move forward.
Yeah, it's really hard to do so. Once,
it is.
as soon as the words come in, it gets to the point that everyone just back off and just, all right, I don't know what's going on with her, but she letting him do this or he letting her do that. And there's people that I know that live by that law that says,
excuse me, baby. I want everybody to share your live. Do that. Hello, brothers, Gloria. Hello. Yes, change. Change.
Right.
Yes. You know, it's you know, it's really a horrible thing that we all go through.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter. Kids, you know, rage out.
Yeah.
You know, they have their ways of like if they don't get what they want or you're not, you know, letting them, you know, grow up. You're trying to shield them. You're trying to protect them. They take it out on the parent.
Right.
They take it out, and I've seen it, and I witnessed that. You know, they take it out on the parent and run away. Yeah, you know.
And
so.
think it's a better life out there
Yeah.
than what they got at home. When
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, this is just
yeah.
amazing, you know. And so, tell me more of how how you're doing, and and any
Everything
things in your life have changed for the
everything
better.
changed out.
Mm-hmm.
Everything changed up, and um, a lot of stuff that I was seeing and recognized as abuse, and try my best to get either over it or past it or through it. I sit back and I look to my children. I look at them. I look at my youngest. She's 10 years old, and I want to be able to. My wife and I was just talking about that. How we would love to shelter our kids from the crazy stuff that happens out here, and we know we can't.
Right, you can't.
We all know we can't really shelter
You
our
try.
kids, but
You
you try your best to let them know
Yes,
whatever you can talk.
yes.
So our daughters know that if anything was to go on, anything was to go wrong, they can
Right.
always talk to us because it is a serious thing. People don't know that they're being abused sometimes, and they're living it and don't even know it
Right,
until it's like way too late.
right.
And then you have a lot of you have a lot of men out here who
Right.
doesn't know that their wife is actually abusing them or something like that.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah, that's why
And
I
they-
said we need a man's point of view, and that's where you came in,
But
and I appreciate that.
it's like it's way too much. It is at times way too much,
Yes.
and a lot of times everybody would go, "Oh, y'all be all right. Just pray on it." No.
Some things.
Some things you just cannot send to the Father. You gotta sit there. You gotta be able to realize what's going on, and if counseling will work,
Right,
counsel.
right,
Go through counseling, whatever you have to do.
right,
But if you see it's not working,
right.
get away. It's not going to get better.
Exactly.
It's not going to get better.
Yeah, don't stay
They're
there.
just
you
gonna
know?
they're gonna keep finding ways to do. They're gonna keep finding ways to reasons,
Yeah.
their reasons for doing
They'll
it.
come
And
and
it's-
say, "I've changed.
Right,
I
right.
don't want to do that anymore."
I'm so
just-
sorry. I
yeah.
mean that was only one time, baby. I'm so sorry. We'll never do it again. No,
Whatever.
the first time shouldn't have happened. Period. The first time should not have happened.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
It is just time to just walk away.
Right,
Because I talk to my son and everything, and I try to talk to him like, you don't, regardless of the situation, wherever it is,
right. Yeah.
you don't never put your hands on a female,
Right, right.
and you make sure that if you're going to be there with this female,
Yes.
make sure y'all there for the right reasons.
Exactly.
Because if anything goes crazy or go left or right, you
Yes.
need to be able to know that you got to get out of there because something's not
So,
right.
yeah.
Because it's not a healthy situation. It's not a healthy relationship to be in an abusive relationship at
And
all.
you're staying there and putting up with it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Joseph stated you can't be overgrown
Right.
and be hitting people.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and that's true too. You know, it's I don't know, like you try to have you wait. I know I'm gonna say me. Okay,
Mm.
I was in one. Guess what I did? I packed up while they was at work and moved away.
Right.
I had to do that. I had to do that.
Right. Had to
You can't-
save
you can't
yourself.
You got to save yourself.
Right.
Because you don't know what's going to happen the next time this happens.
Right.
It could be worse if you stay. You know? You got to get out of there. I'm telling you. It's no good. It's no good.
And that was like one of the main reasons why I came up with the idea that I have to control what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah.
First, I had to look at what I'm doing. Why am I dealing with this?
Right.
Why is this happening to me? Who is it who's doing it, and why are they doing it?
Right.
Then I had to go, all right, it's time for me to go do something.
Yeah.
Had to get out of it. Had to
Yeah.
get away from it. The young lady who had cut me across the arm, I sat there and I had to explain to her when she got released
Mhm.
that, nah, we're not doing this no more.
I know that's right.
It was fun. We're done with it. Let's go on.
We good.
I don't have to see you no more. You don't have to see me no more. And so we can go and go our separate ways because I felt some kind of way after that. I was like, that's not even me.
Right, and you talk about we're gonna, you know, stay in a relationship that's not working. I don't think so.
No.
And Crystal stated some people end up dead.
Yeah.
Or in jail. Yes.
True.
Because of the way you might
you respond to them. Yeah. And I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
I've seen this young lady getting hurt by her man a lot. To the point that one day and it was it. She snapped. She went at him with every weapon she could find and hurt him, hit him, stabbed him, whatever she could. He went to the hospital. He actually survived, but he pressed charges on her.
Oh my God.
And it stuck.
Wow.
And it stuck. It stuck on her. She went to jail for attempt of murder. And I'm like, you can't do it. You cannot touch them. Even you got to find a way to get out.
Yep. Therapy.
You got to leave an out.
Therapy is needed. Yes. Very much needed. Joe stated, then, you're forced to protect yourself, and then it gets dangerous. It does.
It does.
It does.
Really do.
It does. Whew. Okay, can you recommend therapy for a man?
For a man, it's like you're gonna feel it almost for the rest of your life because it's gonna be that one situation where you're gonna feel like you were weak for a second. And all men want to feel strong all the time, so they're gonna feel weak for that second. That like, I was really weak then. I should have done this or I should have done that. Nah, you did the right thing. You got through it. You gotta get over it. You gotta go through it. It's not getting over.
Right.
You gotta go through it. And once it's gone through and everything, and it wears out of you, you're done. You cannot keep facing it over and over again. You're gonna replay it in your head later on, but you gotta try to keep going, keep it moving, keep it pushing. Make sure that you don't keep living in that area. You gotta get past that area and keep making things stronger for you, because if not, it's gonna wear you down.
Exactly.
It's gonna stay there. It's gonna haunt you. It's gonna stop you from doing the things that God probably had for you to do. You're gonna miss out on everything that you need to do by sitting there constantly thinking about, look at this, and there's no reason to ever. And I'm gonna say this for real. There's no no reason to sit there and say, well, I'm gonna show them how good No. You can sit there and think that you're showing them how good you are or better than them because they're gone out your life. That's not real. They're gonna still sit there and look at you as the same person that they used to punch on.
Right.
So they're not gonna see it. They're never gonna see it. So you sitting there, beating it, at that saying, go beating a dead dog with a stick.
Exactly.
You're not getting nowhere with it.
Right, and that's why my niece Andrea, she started an organization, for support, a support, and we don't have no support system anyway, So us women, men, we're like Andrea said, we're overlooked, and it's sad. We need to do something about that. What you think? Right
Yeah.
We need to do something about that. We need to work on that. What y'all think?
One of the biggest things that I've noticed, and this is not to separate good from the bad or whatever. African Americans, a lot of times they feel like if they speak on it, they're weak.
You're not weak.
If they do something about it, they're weak. If they leave it, they want people to believe that they have a great home, a great family, a great this, but that man is touching you, or that woman is touching you.
Yes.
So you try to hide it because you don't want to show nobody that's going on. Now, our Caucasian friends on the other side, after a while, things happen, and then they go off, they go to court, they go to counsel, they do everything.
Yeah.
Us as African Americans, we need to know that there's people that went through it, people who's still going through it, and that we all need to understand that we are not alone. Do what we're supposed to do
That's
to
right.
make things happen,
That's right.
because you're only going to sit there and make your life worse.
Right.
Don't do it for the kids.
Right,
Don't stick in there for those punches and jabs
honey.
for the
It's
kids.
not worth. It's not worth it.
Move on. Take the kids. Let them have their rights if they can.
Yes.
Do what they're supposed to do as a parent, but do not stay there. Well, he's a good man to the kids,
No,
but
no,
he's
no,
punching
no,
you
no.
in the face.
Right.
That's not how that works.
Exactly.
You
And
gotta get out of that.
You know, I know someone who, this is hitting home. Back in the day, like early 80s maybe, I don't forget, but this guy was so much in love with this woman that he shot her in front of her children.
Right.
That's horrible.
That is.
Those kids gonna remember that for the rest
Mentally.
of their
Now, that's another
lives.
mental abuse, because you just abused your
my
kids
God.
by showing them the death of their
Yes.
parent. And that right
Yes.
there can take you everywhere. Just take you straight on out.
It's sad.
You
man.
grow up, your kids are here doing everything wrong. You wondering why. They saw that.
Yeah.
Something like that that's just
Yeah, 'cause
wrong.
they're growing up
And
in
then you
the
got,
wrong path.
and then you have kids, then you have young boys who want to grow up to be as strong and big like their dad. And if their dad is beating up on their mom, they start beating up on their girls.
Yes.
And they don't see
because they think it's
that
okay.
right.
It's not okay.
They don't see
it's
that
not
that
okay.
stuff that happens.
Yes, it's not okay. That's terrible. That's terrible. But we need to, get away from those people.
Right.
If you can. Find some way, call somebody that you really trust, really trust. Because everybody can't, okay? Some things you can't say everything to everybody, because you got to be careful where it might end up in the wrong, what's the word? Hands,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
You got to get out of there. Men, women, children, it's no limitations,
Yeah.
And lust kills,
Yes,
like
it
Andrea
does.
stated.
Yes, it does.
Lust does kill. It does. Oh, I'm in love with you. What? Yeah. They're so in love with you, they want to duke you up. But that ain't love.
Yeah.
That ain't love. You putting your hands on me. Where you get that from?
Yeah.
Man, listen. Yeah.
I've even heard, well, maybe if I didn't do this, he wouldn't have done. No.
Hi,
No.
Alex.
No, that's never.
Yeah.
That's never a reason. Stop giving reasons. Stop giving reasons for the abuse. Please stop
Exactly.
giving reasons for the abuse.
Oh, he loves me. But, look, sometimes you'll hear, oh, he loves me, but I made him mad. I said something I shouldn't have said. What?
Look at this gift. Look what he bought me. He got my hair done. He
Really?
did this. Or look what she do. She does everything she's supposed to as a wife.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
That's if he's touching, that's not, you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
That's just not what it is.
Okay.
You gotta find a way to get out of there. I have my meditations moments to this day,
Okay.
where
Uh-oh,
I
y'all.
go out.
Uh-oh. Woo. Hello, welcome to Let It Out. This is Tobocious. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Tobocious. This is Tina.
Hi,
Tina.
how are you? Welcome.
I'm okay. I can't complain. I just wanted to call in and give a little story.
Okay, come
This
on.
is really a touchy subject for me. I like to not talk about it, but when you talk about what you overcome,
Yes,
you
you
never know if you're helping somebody else.
yeah, exactly. And that's why this show is called Let It Out. That's what we're doing. Okay, well, go ahead and give me your story.
So I was in an abusive relationship to where I was basically dragged out in the woods, tied to a tree with a chain, and I was left out there for approximately 48 hours with nothing but a box of cereal and a gallon of water.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
That's why I say this is touchy for me.
Right.
But a touchy subject for me.
Exactly.
I wasn't gonna call in. I was just gonna sit back, but I said let me call because you never know. I might get up somebody else.
And I'm glad, and I'm so glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad you did. I'm glad you did because you had. It was meant for you to watch. It was meant for you to watch it and to respond. So I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that. And how are you? And how are you doing? How are you doing now?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I can honestly say, now if I was to get into a relationship and one even raise their hand to hit me, it's an instant reflex for me. I'm picking up what's next to me and I'm gonna knock you out before you knock me out.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm. Well,
I commend everybody that's out of those relationships.
yes.
We all keep our heads up and keep
That's right.
moving and striving for the best in life.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And and I'm glad you took the time to bring that out, and you were, you can't keep holding on to it. I
Right.
was told this earlier. You can't keep holding on to it. You gotta let it go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I was able to do that. And
It
I
was really a great show tonight. I appreciate the topic.
thank you very much for calling as well.
Thank you.
Thank you
And you
so
all
much.
have a good night.
And you do
And
the
everybody
same.
keep their head up because I don't keep mine up.
Yes,
That's
yes.
all we have to do, right?
That's right. Good night.
Good night.
night.
Yeah, good night. Good night.
See, that's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
man.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like a lot of times you're going to go through it, and
Right.
it's going to hurt, but it's going to, you got to do it, and it's a hard situation.
Right.
It's an extremely big topic. It really is a serious topic
Right.
that a lot of us really need to face at times and let it out. Let it be speak on it.
Yes.
Speak on it
Yes.
because you can't just hold it. It's gonna take over you.
Right. I just had a special guest trying to call in, but we was on another call, so hopefully she'll call back.
Mm.
Yeah. My special guest Crystal Joy
Mm-hmm.
Murray.
Yes.
Yes. The beautiful author of In My Pen.
In my pen. That is fantastic.
Ooh. So hopefully she calls back. But I'm so happy that I've decided to do part 2. Now you know it's gonna be a part 3, right? We ain't done with this. It's not a finished conversation, right? It's not a finished conversation. So I'm glad, I'm glad you guys, tuned in. Cause there's more to come. There's more to come. Part
Yes.
3.
Yes.
Be ready. We're not finished with this, right? We're not finished. Whew. We're not finished.
Yes. It continues anyway.
It can-
Life continues,
That's
and
real.
that's a strong situation that needs to be talked about a lot. It really is.
It's called Let It Out. It's called Let It Out. And I'm glad, that we're doing this,
Yeah.
because we're holding these things in, and sometimes there's memories that you trying to let go of, and which they're hard as well,
Takes time. Takes years. Yeah, it's gonna
Time,
heal. You're gonna have to
healing.
heal, but eventually you will heal.
Yeah.
It will get better for you in your life.
In time, and like we stated, therapy. Even myself, I need to get back to it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna front and fake it. I need to get back myself. Because I have my moments when I'm alone.
Yeah.
So I have my kids. All of them call and check up on me. Grandkids, great grandkids. Well, the works. I have my aces. I have my aces who I can rely on, my family, my brothers and sisters. Oh man, you know, you just gotta be able to have that. You gotta be able to have that kind of communication with somebody who understands, you know, or just want to be an ear, right? Oh my gosh. Yes, tell your story, Smack.
Yeah.
She said she's gonna tell her story next time.
Tell it.
Ooh,
You tell it.
yes, it's deep.
Yeah.
You know. Uh oh. We have another caller. We have another caller, you guys. Hello. Welcome to Let It Out. This is Sabocious.
Hello, hello.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Peach.
Hello, Peach.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's so
Ooh.
echoey. Let me call you back.
Okay. Ooh, the interference was there, a little something, something, something. So we were sounding loud on that.
And
But,
there's things that I believe, like if you feel something against therapy, and a lot of people don't like that word. If you feel something against it, you can always start learning how to meditate. Go somewhere, sit by some water, and just look into your own self, look into your own spirituality, everything that's about you. Sometimes, because that's what I did for a good while. I started meditating through Tai Chi, through African drumming. I started meditating through all of that, and it actually calms the spirit down. It may not calm your heart immediately, but it does calm the spirit, and it helps you to see your way through things where there's going to be times where you're going to feel like everything is hopeless and everything is just done. There's always things you could do. There's always, as long as you wake up every day, breathing air in your lungs, you can always do something to correct the day before.
What's the
by
word?
moving forward.
Moving forward, right? Oh man, this is deep.
Yeah, it's
This is
always,
deep.
it is.
You know,
serious
we all have stories. We all have stories, you know, and oh my God, I'm speechless because I'm so happy that the response of this conversation today.
I wouldn't have ever thought that I would hear anyone call and say, tied to a tree. That's way powerful. That's scary in itself.
Yeah, like you give me
Right.
chills just thinking about it. You're
Wow.
tying me. You're tying me to a tree. I can't go anywhere. That traumatized.
Right.
Traumatized. I thank God that she was able to get out of that. You know? Wow.
Now, I am going to say us
Wow.
brothers need to learn to really respect and treat the women as good as we can, regardless of if they deserve it or not.
Exactly.
Because it's not even, there's nothing there for you to put hands on, do touching them whatsoever. It's, I have a friend of mine right now spending time in jail for even sexually abusing kids. And
Sad.
I'm sorry that he went through that. Usually a fantastic dude. You'll see him every day. He's talking. He's with you. Very intelligent. Very smart. That was his problem. He's doing 7 years. So I had to look at him like, what was going on with you?
What was in your mind? Why? Yeah, the word why.
That kind of sexual abuse is not.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
And that's what you're a grown man and these kids. What are you doing?
Right. What possessed you to go beyond that? What possessed you to go that length?
But they get, like I said, I've seen it.
Right.
I've seen these things. I mean, I've seen it. I went through it myself as a kid, being sexually abused, going through. I've seen it, and it was a hard pill for me to swallow to
Yes.
get through.
Yes.
But after a while,
Mhm.
I started sitting there like, all right,
Mhm.
so that happened.
Yes.
That wasn't good that
Yes.
it happened.
Mhm.
There's problems that I feel to this day
Mhm.
is the reason why that happened,
Mhm.
and it hurt me so bad. But I said, all right, dust myself off. All right, I got to go do something. I got to get myself together. I got to stop thinking on it. Got to stop making it live through me again. I got to try to get it out of me and get it away. Because if I don't, I'm going to sit there and still try to figure out why. And that's the question that everybody asks afterwards. It's always why.
Right.
It never gets answered.
No.
It may never, ever get answered.
Right. Right.
But why is always the question.
Exactly.
You're going to sit there and you're going to give it its own excuses. You're going to give it its own answers. You're going to give it its own entity. You're going to try to give it everything into this why
Yes.
question. But then later on down the line, you're never going to get the answer of why.
You're not gonna get the I'm sorry.
No.
I didn't mean.
Right. It is never going to, and it's like, even if you got that, even if you
It's still
you still going to wonder why.
yeah. Why?
You still going to wonder
What possessed you to go that length?
And it's
to go-
nothing that you can say. It's nothing that they can say.
Can change.
It's nothing. It happened. And
Yes.
It was a wrong happen. A very wrong happen. To the point where, yeah, you're going to be wondering why for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
As long as you do not take it
Right.
as it being your fault. I'm going to say that again. As long as you don't take it as it's your fault. Because a lot of people sat down, back up from it and say, maybe because I did this is the reason why this happened to me.
Right.
Maybe because I was looking like this is the reason why that happened to me.
No excuses. Somebody.
Giving it.
No
giving
excuses.
it excuses that doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
It's never your fault.
Fault.
It is the individual
Right.
that approached you in
Yes.
that part of your life
Yes.
that did these things to you.
Mhm.
You need to get away from
From
that
that
individual. Now, it's hard to say this, but you can't take that everybody who may have a similarity glitch
Right.
is the same person that's going to do the same to you.
Exactly.
Because us males, we a lot of us, almost the same. I mean, some of our attitudes can be the same,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that I'm going to touch you
Because
when that person
touched me. Yeah.
It's not going to be that way. Sometimes the similarities are there because us men think things in a certain way.
Exactly.
We think things either simple or
Yes.
stupid.
Exactly.
It's just going to happen.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's like, but don't think, oh, you just like one of them.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Another thing that I hate is that women use this term, and I hate it. Their man over there hollering at another girl. They married, and he talking to another girl. Oh, he just being a man. That is not being a man.
No, it's not.
That's being an adult male. A man wouldn't do that to you.
Right.
An adult male will.
Yeah.
It's the nature of the beast that happens when they out there on the hunt.
Yeah.
But a man will never do these things to you. So that term, you just being a man. I hate it. I hate it.
Don't
because
use it.
it's
Don't
not.
say it. Don't use it.
Because I'm a man.
Right.
And I know I never did that.
Right.
Like, I never
Every man is not the same.
So that just being a man is
Yeah,
not
it's
just
not-
being true.
yeah, it's not.
You can't.
It's
Don't
not.
give them that excuse.
You can't.
Don't give them that excuse. That's another form that you're going to see that you're hurting yourself.
Yeah. That's about it.
Don't even. Now that's another abuse that you're abusing yourself.
Exactly. Okay.
That you're hurting your own
Yes.
mind.
Yes.
So yeah, you gotta.
You're making yourself crazy.
There's a lot of things that you have to really just look out for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And abuse covers a lot of ground.
It does. It has a lot. There's no certain abuse. All of it. Oh my God. This was a hot topic, man. We're going to do some more of this. But guess what? Guess what next week is? Just guess. Self-care.
Wow. Okay.
Self-care. We need that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you must love yourself. You must. It's a
Love that.
must.
Yeah. But we're gonna shut this down. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Share this. Let someone hear it who needs to hear it. I appreciate all the callers. You guys. Uh oh.
Got it?
Uh oh. Whoa. Uh oh. Hello and welcome to Let It Out. Hi. Is this Crystal?
Yes, Crystal Joy, also known as Yvette the Poetess.
Hello.
Hey, Crystal.
Welcome. We have the beautiful, talented author of In My Pen, beautiful producer of the play called The Washdown, which
Yes,
I
yes,
am
yes.
in, and Raphael is in as well. Welcome, Crystal. Thank you for calling in. Give it to us.
All right.
Hi, Brother Raphael.
Hey, Crystal, how are you?
Okay.
Okay, give us give me your story, Crystal. Let us hear some things. Let it out.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, this production is actually my life story on stage
Okay.
and how God redirected my life for a better me through my rut. And that's why I call it the wash down, because he washed down the rut of abuse off of me. And so through my story, I am teaching, educating, and advocating for other individuals that are going through the same pain.
Awesome. So, okay. Is this a musical, a play?
It's a musical,
Okay.
and yes, God put it on my heart to do this while I was going through my trials and my tribulations.
Okay.
So I kept my promise.
Okay.
Like I remember every event like it was yesterday.
Okay.
And I kept saying I had to get through this.
Yes.
And I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay.
But I am happy to say that I made it through it. Everybody
Wonderful.
can talk about their pain and dance in it.
No, they can't. They cannot.
So I'm glad that God has given me the strength
Okay.
to be able to do that.
Wonderful.
Because it is very hard to do. I will say.
It is. Do you?
I will say I do have moments.
Yes, I was going to ask you that.
Like
Yes, I was going to ask
and
you
I
that
do
question.
have a support team.
Yes,
People that went through, and we support each other.
that's right.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
So I'm happy.
Okay.
And nowadays, I look up, not down. I smile, not frown. Why? Because I'm that queen that wears that crown.
Yes. Did you hear that?
Mm.
Deep, right? Deep. That's deep.
Yes. So I wrote a book on inspirational
Mhm.
and spiritual poetry, uplifting, redirecting. And I'm proud of it. I illustrated it myself.
Okay.
It's my soul that's in the book.
Okay.
My craft, my creativity,
Okay.
my love, my story.
Amen. Okay.
It's entitled In My Pen Ink,
Yes.
which is named after my nonprofit organization.
Mhm.
And you can find my book on Amazon,
Mhm.
Barnes and Nobles online,
Mhm.
and it's hardcover, softback,
Okay.
and audio.
Okay.
Or you can try to reach out to me and get it from me.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm at my website is www.mussett,
Mhm.
ZETT, the poet.
Awesome.
So that's my website.
Okay.
And the other one is www.mypeninc.org.
Okay. Awesome. Did you guys hear that? Isn't that amazing? Now, do you want to give us a bit of your little? You want to give us a little bit of your story?
Go ahead, Crystal.
Yeah, I
Okay.
I was wanted when I was conceived. I was actually a vet, and unfortunately, my father didn't know I was a vet. You know, because
Okay.
he conceived. And so, to make a long story short, when my grandmother found out, she had told my mom, "You're going to get a portion." And back in 1972, it was a shame to have a baby without being married.
Right.
So, within saying that, we had some women in my family that aborted babies. They call it backdoor abortion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they all got ready the night before
Mm-hmm.
in the basement of where my mother lived. And the last minute, my mom changed her mind because my grandfather told her that you're going to die if you do this. So she changed her mind. But I was always I was always to remember that I was supposed to be here. But I said, God put the blood in my veins, so I was supposed to be here. So I redirected that at a very young age in my heart and my mind.
Wow.
So not to know that I wasn't wanted
Yes.
was a very tough situation to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I was mistreated by family members because of that, because I wasn't wanted. And that same personality went into my mom was like very abusive because I was a kid that wasn't wanted. And I got had black eyes, a boyfriend,
Lord.
beat me, things of that nature. And I was told what goes on in the house, stay in the house, couldn't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
It was very hard for me, but I had Father God and the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm very spiritual, so
Right.
that's what I leaned on
Right.
forward.
Awesome.
And unfortunately, when I became a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
I looked for love,
Right.
and I thought that you get love from a man because of what you see on TV.
Right.
and movies.
Okay.
I didn't have no guidance in that area,
Okay.
so I got beat. And when I got beat and stomped and black eyes from boyfriends, I thought that was normal.
Right.
Like, I had to be good on good behavior so I could get rewarded like I did with mommy.
Yep.
Wow.
So, rest of the day, I didn't know any better.
Yes.
And nobody came to my rescue because I was never wanted and still had that mark. And it was very hard, but I thank God that I was never suicidal.
Right.
Yes.
I never turned to drugs or prostitution. I wanted
Awesome.
to make everybody out of liars.
Yes.
That I am somebody great because Jesus died for me, Romans 5 and 8.
All right now.
And I'm so glad that God has instilled that into me so young that, I made it through the storm.
Yes.
I fought those hard winds that were coming at me. And then unfortunately I was married 3 times and it's like I just couldn't get it right. And
Right.
I said, Father God, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
You gotta look yourself first. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know how because I was always protecting myself
Right.
and forgot to love myself.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do. Love ourselves.
And from hurt and pain,
Mm-hmm.
I became addicted to running away. If a situation happened, I was out. I left everything behind.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I had kids, it became worse and harder for me because I had to pick up and go and leave everything and take the kids. So now I have kids that are involved.
Right. Exactly.
And thank God that they understood.
Mm-hmm.
And, I had to see kids screaming and
Yeah,
hollering and
yeah.
being drugged across floors because they're trying to rescue mommy.
Oh
It was a
gosh.
horrible nightmare. And I
I
just
bet it
look back
was.
and I say, like they say, I wonder, oh Lord, how I got over.
Oh God.
Honey.
Ooh.
And I am so blessed because I don't even look like I had a struggle like that.
Yeah. You.
I was, even though I have the good
Don't.
profession that I have,
Yes.
well, you are abused in any kind of way. Because I was abused mentally, physically,
Right. Mm-hmm.
financially,
Mm-hmm.
and stealing my time, blocking doors where I couldn't even go to work.
That's
And
not good.
taking my dignity away
Yeah.
from me and making me believe that I am ugly
Mm-hmm.
inside and out. And nobody cares about me. Nobody loves me. I
Right.
was robbed of all that.
Wow. Wow.
And it made me homeless.
Mhm.
It made me broke.
Mhm.
If I wasn't getting robbed by my significant other at the time,
Yes.
I had to spend money to make up for what he took away from me and the kids 2 weeks before prior. So I was always broke and couldn't get
Wow.
any help because my pay stub was over $1,000. So it was like,
You can't
okay,
get
you're
any
a nurse, but
assistance.
you need help, like seriously, like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So it was hard, and it was like, who do I turn to?
Right.
Um,
So
and,
who?
and, but-
So
and,
who?
and I think like, you know, I just thank God because my kids love me because they tell me, you had it hard, but you never gave up.
Right. Right.
You know, and
Mhm.
people were even they were telling me that
Mhm.
your kids hate you. Look how you raising them.
Mhm.
You in this situation, you in that situation, but we all stuck together.
Right.
And
That's awesome.
now that God has made me whole and
Right.
helped me understand
Right.
that I had to love myself first.
Yes.
Now that's why I'm able to do this production.
Awesome.
And I love
Awesome.
musicals, and I just feel like I can express myself better. So that's why it's a musical.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And I like sounds of music, so I want to do it with that percussion of music
Mhm.
in my story.
Also, Crystal, tell me
Yes.
about
Sorry, I'm
tell.
going on and on.
God, so I'm playing. Tell me about this CD that you've
Oh,
that
yes.
you've done.
Actually, it's so interesting. I would say 20 years ago,
Okay.
I had to go to this church. I was invited like the last minute, and they said they wanted me to recite some of my poetry,
Okay.
and I didn't have nothing ready.
Oh.
So I opened up the Bible and I started looking for different words to use.
Okay.
It was literally like the last minute. I had like 45 minutes to do this.
Okay.
And my stepmother had her greeting on her phone is the beginning of my piece. So it was God is great.
Okay.
I give God all the praise and the glory.
Okay.
And it stuck with me. I was like, that's beautiful to see somebody's greeting on the phone.
Mhm.
She lived in Georgia.
Okay.
And then and at the same time, I had a fiance, and he was cursing me at the same time. So the more he cursed me, the more I started to write, the more
Oh
I
my
just started
gosh.
getting into it.
Wow.
And the first time I recited it,
Mhm.
I was so nervous because I'm trying to remember everything because I did it in like 45 minutes.
Oh, well,
And the church
awesome.
was like, I didn't even get a clap. Now I can stand an ovation.
Yes, that okay. That's wonderful. That's
You
wonderful.
know, so that came deep from my soul.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I know that I was supposed to be an inspirational
Right.
poet and do poetry
Mhm.
because one time I went to a bar like 20 years ago and I was doing crunchy poetry and the mic I can't even explain to you.
Right.
It went up and it fell from the mic stand. It went up and it fell to the floor. So I
Okay.
laughed it off and put it back in, and then it did it again. It did it third time, and I was dressed all Hoochie Mama and and I was talking about slob on your knob and all that type of stuff in, and
Right.
the crowd hype it.
Right.
And I was hyping it.
That's good.
But I wasn't liking it.
Right.
Every time I was getting the crowd in the groove, the
Mhm.
mic was off.
Oh Jesus.
Wow.
Oh Lord.
And I was like, okay, Father, I'm embarrassed now. I hear you loud and clear.
I
So
can't.
after it was over, I had to go back up
Yes.
again.
Okay.
So I heard a voice say, get out.
Okay.
And I had a clutch purse, and that's all I had. And it was nice weather outside. All of a sudden, when I stepped outside, it started pouring down raining. I just got there. I won't mess everything up, so you don't have to bring your tail back in there. My ride didn't come pick me up. I had to walk home from one town to the next
Mhm.
in high heels and Hoochie Mama outfit.
Oh
I never
Lord,
set my foot
Lord,
back in the bar
Lord,
again.
Lord. Now, are we able to purchase this CD?
Yes, I did collaboration with a gentleman, and I am going to find out when it can be purchased. 'Cause
Okay.
We actually did a video 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Awesome.
And
Awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
it was so beautiful. So
Okay.
my concierge, Reagan, we call her Razinga.
Okay.
She went and she witnessed the video being shoot.
Okay.
It
Okay.
was beautiful. It was
Okay.
really nice.
Okay.
And
Awesome. Okay.
soon as it is ready to launch, I'm going to put it on the website.
Okay.
Facebook, I'm going to blast it
Okay.
everywhere.
Awesome. 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 We're getting ready to shut it down. And
All right.
Crystal, I thank you for calling in.
Thank you,
I
Crystal.
thank you for having me.
And sure, and keep on pressing on. And just that, and she has a beautiful energy, you guys. You have to meet her. She's just
Yes,
amazing person. You know, and I just thank you for calling in, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, love.
Okay.
Okay, love you guys.
Yeah, love you too.
Yeah,
Love you
so
too.
much.
Love you
Thank
Love you too. You're
Okay,
welcome.
Bye-bye.
And bye-bye. Woo, you guys.
Yeah.
What a show. Like I said, we all have a story, right? We all do. But we're going to continue this soon. I'm going to just pop it out of nowhere. You're not going to know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to just do it. You're going to be like, she did it today? Yeah, we're going to do that. And like I said before, I thank all of you who tuned in. My special guest,
Not a problem.
Raphael
Not a problem.
Jones.
Loved it. Enjoyed
Can
it.
they find? Where can they find you, Raphael?
As of right now, my IMDb page is being worked on,
Okay.
but you can still reach me at hashtag BasemanJones on Instagram
Okay.
and Raphael Jones on Facebook. As of right now, those are the two medias that I'm working through
Okay.
because my IMDb page, like I said, is being worked on, and some other medias that I'm working on.
Okay.
But as of right now, that's where you can surely find me at.
Okay. Okay. Now, you guys, like I said, thank you for tuning in. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. It was a blessing to have you. Talk to y'all soon. Good night.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide.